Hey you guys, it's Star Jade, and today we are doing a glitter ombre. I'm using Valentino to create this look. I actually had purple flakes, so I went ahead and added those in to give this look dimension. Based off of the look that the client gave me, it did have flakes in it. They were lighter, but these purple turned out really pretty. I love Valentino. Like, I'm falling back in love with Valentino acrylics. I was using Young Nail for a while, which I love them both equally, but I'm just loving the system right now. Like I said, when I was a beginner nail tech, I did go out and buy like all the Valentino collections that I could instead of actually like buying a gel polish line. So if you're a beginner nail tech, I would definitely recommend buying this gel line. It's cheap. You're able to get your money's worth out of it, and it is a great starter. Use code StarJade to get some money off of this. But yes, if you are a beginner, do not go and buy a whole bunch of acrylics because that's something I did. You could literally just go and spend all your money on a huge thing of clear and then buy a gel line. That way you have every single color every single time. I think that would have been the best thing for me to do. But now I am building my acrylics because I'm more comfortable with using different acrylics, because if you didn't learn it in school, different acrylics are going to set at different rates. It's all a science. So every acrylic is different. And of course, if you're not using the system completely in its entirety, like as far as the monomer, the acrylic, the brush, like if you're not using the system how it's intended to be, and you're a beginner, I wish somebody would have told me this, but yes, definitely get your gel line first. Once you've mastered clear, then start to add in your acrylics. And this is the new cover set that Valentino has. I'm using Rosé. It is so pretty. It's like a peachy cover. Loved how it turned out with this purple. I feel like it worked really well because of the pinks in the Rosé. Another thing I wanted to touch on, if you're a beginner nail tech, is in real time this video, of course I time-lapsed it, but in real time this video was about 30 to 35 minutes. I spend a lot of time as far as setting my acrylic and making sure, like just going with the movements, as you can see, because when you spend more time on the application, you spend less time filing. And as you can see here, like it almost looks like, as I'm laying this acrylic, that they're ready to go. But of course I have to add in the clear to encap the bottoms. But yes, if you spend a lot of your time prepping and making sure that you are laying that acrylic to where it only needs to be buffed towards the end of the service, then you will save a lot of time. So I spend a lot of time when doing my application, and I don't spend as much with prep because I've got a handle on that. But for me, acrylic was one of the things that I struggled with the most. And now that I've learned tricks and techniques, which I will share, I've noticed that it is a lot easier and a lot quicker for me. I used to take 3 to 4 hours on a set. Now I've narrowed it down to about an hour and 30 minutes to 2 hours for a set. And that's like any set. It could be any design. I've learned how to maintain my time. And I think what I'm going to do now is start to wear my Apple Watch and start to set time, because a lot of times I'll get to talking to my clients and then we'll get to talking, I forget where I was, and it's just going to be a means to help me stay focused, because I enjoy talking to my ladies, and I think that the faster I can get them out and the next client in will probably be beneficial for my business. If you guys have hung on this long, what do you think so far of this set? Again, I use Valentino Rose to create this and their glitter from their Get Stone collection. I think that these two combos turned out so well. I have others from the Get Stone collection, and I think that I will try and use them again with this rose set for a summer set for myself because I just loved how this ombre turned out. Now, as you can see, as I'm drilling, it really doesn't need that much because I made sure that I laid my acrylic neatly. So now I'm going in and I'm sealing the cuticle, and that just creates that seamless look like it's coming out of her nail bed. Hey you guys, so if you watch for this long, I know you're here for the 3D flower tutorial. So how I do my 3D flowers and how I'm able to get that actual petal effect, and I've learned, is either you need to heat your monomer, either heat it because that's going to set up your acrylic to set fast, or you add alcohol to your monomer. That will also set your acrylic fast. Once you do that, I use a small Kalinski brush to create those. This is a size 8 from Young Nail out of their brush package. Then you're going to make sure you get that excess off. You take the brush upwards. Make sure your brush always has a point. So when I clean my brush, I go down, I drag it to where it creates that petal effect when I come back to fix the petal once it's set just right. And once you start paying attention to the actual acrylic, you will notice when it's time to press and create that petal look. So you see I've pressed there, then I'm going in with the tip of my brush to create that petal look. You will master this once you become one with the acrylic and you understand when it's time basically to press. So I'm kind of going in with a medium bead when it comes to 3D flowers. I say medium. And as you can see, I'm using that bottom piece and then I'll go up towards the petal and press in to create the 3D look. And if you repeat that, your 3D flowers will look perfect. Now, one thing that I will mention is if you feel like before you drop that bead on the acrylic and it's set in stone, if you feel like it's not going to be dry enough, you can always put your brush on the napkin to get that excess out. Now we're doing my favorite part, which is adding the bling. And of course, we are using JBB Crystals, which are perfect if you want to up your nail game. And I am also using Mia's Secret resin, which is going to be the best for my crystals to last you those 2 weeks in between fill time. My crystals have a brilliance of 36% and a clarity of 25. If you want to up your nail game and you want to use the industry leading rhinestones, then link in bio. These can be used with just about anything. So if you're not into nail art, you can also use these, to add to shoes. You can add them to just about anything. Like if you want to fancy up your mask or some t-shirts, my crystals are versatile and multi-use. Now for my favorite part, which is the top coat reveal. A top coat reveal on glitter is always the best. Look at that. Perfect. I love the Valentino, what they're called, V Beauty Pure now. I love their system. If you're a newbie, I would say don't go spend all your money on Valentino, or V Beauty Pure. Don't go spend all your money like I did when I was a newbie. Go and get a cheap but good. Like Mia's Secret, I heard is really good. I don't know, but I would opt to go get like a big thing, a clear from Young Nail, and use that until you've mastered acrylic, and then go and buy Young Nail or Valentino systems because they are both phenomenal and so easy to work with. And this is how they turned out. Let me know if you have any questions about those 3D flowers in the comments below. 'Cause I don't want the simple life. It's the fine things I like.